Radio. Moving on really, quite quickly now, nearly finishing this accordion. Moving on to the bass side. Tuning now. There we go. So the first thing is I've decided to get these piccolo reeds out because when I was playing them they didn't play very well, they're out of tune, and I realised that due to the way that they're fixed in, I can't get the tuning, I can't tune the inside reeds the way I do it, because I normally have a small rod that I poke through from the inside and push up the reed so I can tune it, and these ones, because they're actually fixed into the bass side, I can't get underneath them. So other people tune by pulling those reeds up, but I can't do that, don't like doing that, and so I just think all in all it's just too much, and I think I'm going to bypass these and just be done with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these reeds off, and then I'm going to blank off the holes so that no air is going to be going through there when the bass buttons are being pressed. So first thing is to get these reeds out. Now what I don't want to do is to get anything into the internals, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tip it up like this, and so all the stuff will just fall out rather than falling in. Get these out. Sorry Jeremy, Jeremy has been sending lots of fantastic messages. I really appreciate all his messages, really kind of valid and pertinent and really good, and he made a good case for keeping these, which I listened to, and I almost kept them, and then I realised I was going to find it impossible to tune them, and so at that point I have to say I can't do it. So but thank you very much for your fantastic comments. It's always appreciated, as all the comments are appreciated. There we are. So these can come out. Now these reeds I will clean, and then I will put into my store of reeds, which I've got organised into no order, because it's always useful to have lots of spare reeds. I'll just put those down out of the way for a moment. Right, let's have a look. Right, so I need to get rid of all this wax. So I'm just going to have to do some... This is tricky, but let's do some scraping. Right, so there's quite a lot of wax here where these reeds are being waxed in, so I'm just going to scrape those off and give it a sand, and I'll show you when I've done it. Okay, now next step, I'm just going to get some tracing paper and a Sharpie, and I'm just going to mark out the size of blanking plate I'm going to make out of wood. So I'm just going to put this on. Mark corners. There we go. Just get my ruler and just join up all the lines. This Sharpie don't work. Let's get a better one. we go. So that's now my template. I'm just going to cut that out. Just make sure that's going to be the right size. It's quite hard cutting out tracing paper. Actually cutting out tracing paper on the camera. Yeah, I think. There. Right, so now we're just going to just double check. Here we are. So I'm going to draw around that on a piece of ply and just cut that out. Back in a tick, I'm just going to my little shed and cut out some ply. I'll show you when I've done it. Okay, so I've cut up my blank and that fits nicely in there. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to drill 4 little holes because I'm going to glue and screw this down. So I've made some marks. Some little holes I'm going to drill. So I've just drilled off these little holes so I can put some tiny screws in as well. There we go, perfect. Move that out of the way. Okay, so the next thing, just double check everything. A little bit of something. Ah! In there, just get that out. Okay, so that's all ready for the blanking off. Just double check that's fitting. Right, so here we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some of this Eileen's PVA, which is going to work fine because it's going to work like a wood glue, which will be good. And just going to go that way. I'm just going to put it on the frame. So I'm going to get a little brush for this, I think. Come on, Eileen. That might be enough. Okay, so I'm going to put a nice coating of glue. Yeah, apologies to Jeremy. It just has to be done. Okay. Get this lined up. I've got my little screws. Tiny little screws. I hope I got a screwdriver that will work well with that. Let's have a look. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, I'm just going to have to drill a little bit more of a pilot hole where these are going in. Whew. Now I just need to push down on here, so I've got some weights. So we've got anything else that's heavy? Haha. That's quite heavy. Something narrow and heavy. Nope. Ah. There we are, just gonna make some heaviness. I'll leave that for a good couple of hours and then come back to it and make sure it's all nicely stuck. Okay, so that is now nicely blanked off, so that should be fine. That will just be all sealed up against anything, so that's good. Now what I'm going to do next is do a tune of the bass side reeds. Now because when you press the bass buttons, they play multiple notes at the same time. It's really difficult to isolate one note when you're playing a chord of 3 notes, and it's quite difficult to get that. So what I'm going to do to start with, I'm just going to tune the reed blocks and out of the accordion by using my bellows table, and look for any notes that are significantly sharp or flat. Tune those, get rid of the kind of outliers like that, put them back in, have a listen, and then just see if I can hear any ones that I think might need further attention. So I'm going to start off by just blowing a tune out of the accordion, put the reeds back in, and have a little listen when they're back in. So what I'm looking for here is any kind of weird ones which are kind of, you know, particularly sharp or flat. And so just same thing as what I did, just going to play the notes. And have a look at my tuner, which is set to A444. And so that, all I'm going to do is go through, like I tuned the treble side reeds, and sharpen or flatten the reeds as I see fit by using this tuner here. So let me have a go at doing that, and I'll show you when I've tuned these reeds out just like this, and then I'll put them back in and we'll have a listen together. Okay, so I've just done a little tune of these valves, reeds, outside of the accordion. So now I'm going to put them back in, and just to have a listen, see what effect that had, and just see if I can hear how nice it sounds just by have done that. Okay, so let me just put them back in, and I'll show you when they're back in. Hang on a minute, keep getting the camera in place. Okay, so that was just a quick kind of check over on the bass reeds and some tuning. I didn't really film too much of it. I have filmed it before, and it was just to show you what I would have done. And so I've just checked the reeds out of the accordion. I'll put the bass reeds back in now. Sound fine. So I think I might leave it like that for now. Let me just play a piece. One thing I'm going to do is the bass buttons haven't got any dimples for the, normally have a little dimple on the C, so I'm going to put a diamante on the C. So I'll show you that in just 1 second, because otherwise it's very difficult to know where you're starting from. Let's see if I can do Amelie. Let's have a go. So I think I might stop there. And park it for today. So I think I'll stop there on this video. So I'm pretty happy with the bass and treble. I'll probably go back and just keep fiddling a tiny little bit maybe, and just to keep listening, but basically I'm happy with how it's going, how it's sounding, how the bass reeds are sounding, and I'm happy with the sound. Now I've blanked off those piccolo reeds, and yeah, sorry Jeremy, but they have to go. And so in the next video what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some bits and bobs. I'm going to change the grill cloth. Also the grill has got a bit of a coming apart a bit, so I'm going to just fix that back together. Oh, I'm going to show you about the bass button. Yeah, because it hasn't got any dimples on the bass side, so let me just show you how I will do that. So first of all I need to identify the C. That one there. So yeah. That's it, that one there. So that's me C. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some diamantes, or just one diamante. Let's go to my diamantes section. Going to get some super glue. And nice and simple, just going to attach one of my little diamantes. You get these diamantes in package for about £1, and they're normally used for kind of sewing on costumes and things, but they're perfect for putting on for this kind of stuff. So you need a pair of pliers. No you don't. Ah! Oh, blow it. I'll pick this up in a minute. You need a pair of tweezers. And it's a bit of a fiddle, not to lie. So what you need to do, blow it. You've got to pick up your pick up your diamante with your tweezers. Oh, flipping heck. Easier said than done, to be quite honest. Okay. And I'm going to just put a little dab of super glue in the middle button. Oh, blow it. And then there we go. So I'm going to leave that to dry, and that button there now will have a little diamante on it, so when you're playing it you can tell which one is C. Okay, there we are. That's now done. So I'm going to stop the video here. So thanks for watching, and when I come back in the next video I'm going to do some bits and bobs on things like grill cloth and gravels, and I might even make some more bellow straps, because one of them is looking a bit dodgy. Okay, so thanks for watching, see you in the next